2 decades ago this week, U.S. President Bill Clinton declared that he did not have sexual relations with that woman. As it turned out, he did, and he was impeached for lying about his trysts with Monica Lewinsky. Today, another U.S. president is accused of sexual impropriety, specifically of paying off a porn star 1 month before the November 2016 election to keep their adulterous liaison quiet. Such a bombshell allegation would be the kiss of death to most political careers. But Trump is no normal politician, and in his tumultuous administration, it's not even the biggest story of the week, wrote Aaron Blake in The Washington Post. Political analysts are scratching their heads to explain why, when it comes to Trump, such a revelation barely elicits a collective shrug. Clinton, of course, was president at the time, and some of his assignations with Lewinsky, a 22-year-old intern, took place in a secluded study by the hallowed Oval Office. Trump was a private citizen when the 2006 sexual encounter with adult film actress Stormy Daniels was alleged to have taken place. He was, though, married at the time, and his wife, Melania, had given birth to the son less than 4 months earlier. Toby Berkowitz, an associate professor of advertising at Boston University, said Trump displays an uncanny ability to sail past scandals. Trump is an anomaly, said Berkowitz, who has served as a political consultant on numerous political campaigns in addition to teaching. Look at the litany of other politicians, celebrities and journalists who have just had the trapdoor open out from under them for behavior that might not be as egregious or as bad as Trump's, Berkowitz told AFP. The Wall Street Journal reported last week that Trump had paid Daniels $130,000 to keep a lid on the dalliance. Trump, through his personal lawyer, and Daniels, 38, whose real name is Stephanie Clifford, have both denied anything ever went on between them. But In Touch magazine published a 2011 interview with Daniels last week in which she expounds at length and in detail on the relationship and what she described as their textbook generic sex. The In Touch interview, which had not been published before, was conducted prior to Daniels' alleged signing of a secrecy agreement in October 2016. G. Terry Madonna, director of the Center for Politics and Public Affairs at Franklin and Marshall College, said he was a bit surprised at the lack of interest in the Stormy Daniels allegations, particularly during the current Me Too moment of reckoning over sexual misconduct. This doesn't seem to have taken hold, Madonna said. You would think this was something that would have gotten a fair amount of attention, but no, not at all. There's not been an overriding interest in the American media, and the voters seem, what's the word, as though they're disinterested. Madonna and other analysts said this may be partly due to the constant drumbeat of extraordinary headlines coming out of the Trump White House. I can't figure out, and I've been doing this for a long time, whether it's because every day there's almost some huge national crisis of one sort or another, Madonna said. Maybe it's just the fact that it happened in 2006, that Trump was a private citizen, and that the sex was, by all accounts, consensual, he said. In any case, Madonna doesn't think Trump has anything to worry about. Believe me, with Trump things can change in a heartbeat, but I don't think this has much legs to derail his presidency at this point, he said. Olivia Nuzzi, Washington correspondent for New York Magazine, attributed the apparent blasé reaction by the public and the press to what could be termed Trump scandal fatigue. You know, he's had so many scandals like this that it kind of almost has a tiring effect on all of us, Nuzzi said on CNN's Reliable Sources. Boston University's Berkowitz agreed. I think what's happened is that some people have perhaps become numb to some of this behavior when it comes to Trump, he said. It's not that there's a different standard for Trump, he said. It's how Trump reacts to the allegations. Trump pulls off the gloves and hits the mobile and starts tweeting. He doubles down on everything. Berkowitz said this reminds him, ironically, of Bill Clinton.